Good day, viewers. You're welcome to another edition of your favorite TV program, CEO Live on Flick TV. Michael Adekunle, of course, you know, is my name. With me today, very good, intelligent, brilliant guest, CEO of O3 Media, Alex Ozone. Alex Ozone is a music manager, a music promoter, artist manager, and very notable event planner, not just in Nigeria, internationally. Ozone, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome to see you.
Mike, good to see you, bro.
How you doing?
Time.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
Yeah.
You're not looking bad.
I'm also looking very.
We are heading to this next level together. I can see it. Fresh up.
Okay. Ozone.
Yeah.
You had a project some times ago. I'm going to start from there with Timaya.
Yeah.
Chulo Vibe.
Chulo Vibes. That's like a few weeks ago.
And you're back in Nigeria.
We're back to the hustle again. Yeah.
So can you just share a little experience with us?
Wow, that's the legendary Timaya tour, Europe tour. It's a project, it's what we will do, it's what we've been doing, for quite some time now. So Timaya is actually the last one we just did, which we are even preparing the next one right now. And the Timaya tour was awesome. It was a huge experience for everybody involved. And we truly appreciate the opportunity given to Timaya gave to us to work with him, and we're back again to continue what we are known for, pushing artists, promoting artists to the global stage for the culture. Yes.
All right. You once had it with also techno.
Yeah.
Kiss Daniel.
Yeah.
How do you cope with this artist? How do you do this?
Well, you mentioned 3, or I can give you like 10 names. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is, it's a grace, and it's built by honesty and trust, and the last word I will use is having passion in what you're doing, coping with them. As a human being, it's always very difficult to cope with different human beings, even though you're a star or you're not a star. But the most important thing is understand the human being very well. Know who you want to work with so that you can be able to cope with the person when issues arises. There will always be issues. You get what I'm saying? But you've got to study the person. You've got to build a formidable foundation for yourself for you to be able to command respect with whoever you're dealing with. When you have that, I would say, when you command that respect from whoever, you won't have issue. And you must be honest with whoever you're dealing with, so that at the end of the day, you won't be found wanting for anything.
Okay.
Yes.
You are not born with a silver spoon.
I grew up in the street.
Now, how did you build this career? How did you manage to get to this stage?
Well, I would say it's self-belief. You don't need your background to dictate for you who you will be. You understand? Because let your background build you. Let your background motivate you. You know what I'm saying? I started with nothing. Nobody supported me. Nobody even encouraged me. Nobody believed me. I will share the idea to some people that will say, you're wasting your time. How do you think it's going to be possible? But true self-belief, true grace, you understand? And true motivation, you get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you need to read some books, get motivated through some people's hustle, through some people's lifestyle, through some people's career. You say, if Mr. A can do it, why can't Mr. B do it? If Mr. B can do it, why can't Alex do it? Because after all, we all have one head, 2 hands, 5 fingers, or 10. Yeah, there's no difference. So I had to push myself, encourage myself, even though nobody encouraged me, say, hey, bro, you can do this. So I didn't let wherever I come from distract me or even weigh me down. You get what I'm saying? So it's all about myself and the society that I represent. That has been the journey, and that has been the story so far. We're not there yet. We're still pushing. You get what I'm saying? And we believe we will be there. Though it's going to take time because we don't even want to be there now. You understand? We want to build a structure that, well, just imagine now, Whiskey having a collaboration with Beyonce, Yemi Alade being on the collaboration, what's the name, Techno, a whole lot of that. Like 5 years ago,
It wasn't like this.
It's not even imaginable. If you said an idea to anybody, they will ask, what are you talking about? Because nobody knows about African music. Nobody knows about Afrobeat, but based from what we are doing by promoting this music to the global stage, that these people are picking interest to know, yes, these ones are good. Let's have this, see how we can be able to partner with them and, you know, project this thing to the global stage. So we thank God so far. That's why we don't even want to be there now. We want to keep pushing until we take the #1 spot. Then when we take the #1 spot, we expand.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, looking at it, you are one of the biggest music promoters in Nigeria.
Sorry, I'm not.
You're not.
I don't even want to be.
Why don't you want to be?
Because you know what it takes to be the biggest. Yeah, I'm not even. I'm even one of the. I'm just an upcoming. That's the way it is.
Okay, looking at your exposure,
Yes.
how can you rate the entertainment industry right now? Because we see you every time going out,
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, traveling abroad,
Yeah.
you know, taking Nigerian musicians, you know, for music tour.
Yeah.
Now, can you rate the entertainment industry right now, presently?
Well, I'm proud of the achievement of Afrobeat culture to the world at the moment, because trust me, there's nothing that Africa is selling right now except entertainment.
Okay.
Africa, when you talk about Africa to the world stage now, it's entertainment. Football is not even representing anymore. What I'm saying there is entertainment is #1 export to the world right now. Football is not selling anymore. Back in the days, like maybe 10 years ago, they would say Jeje Okocha, Kanu Nwankwo. Maybe when you say you're in Nigeria, you say Kanu Nwankwo, Jeje Okocha. But right now, when you say you're in Nigeria, they will tell you Whiskey, Davido, Techno, Tiwa Savage. Football is not selling. Politics is not selling. What's it called? Oil is not selling. So what is really selling Africa to the world right now is entertainment. So I would rate the entertainment sector 100% over any other sector right now. But what we lack generally is structure. We are not united on this. It's a self-effort. Everybody is just striving to be there, and the world is taking note of everybody's efforts. So we're not getting government support. We're not getting private sector like some multinational companies. Forget about all this endorsement. You hear what I'm saying? Sometimes they will give you product endorsement, but no financial endorsement. They will say, okay, I'm going to give you my product, and maybe you give free to your fans, or this partner that way. No, these things, it costs money to be packaged. You get what I'm saying? So entertainment is very, very huge right now in the whole world. That is we call it culture, not even entertainment.
Okay.
We call it African culture. Yes.
Now, let's move back to that name, O3
Media,
Media.
yes.
How did you come about that name?
Well, I went to register a company with CSC, and I told them I want to register my company, Ozone Production. You know what I'm saying? They said, Cool. You can register Ozone production, but somebody in the CSC that helped me to register that O3 production said Ozone is common. Why don't you say O3 production? That at the end of the day, you can match to media, you can match to other sectors of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, go ahead, register O3 production. So now, O3 production is the company's name, while O3 Media is the subsidiary. But you know, somehow, subsidiaries, sometimes, the subsidiary of a company always assign, just like maybe father, O3 production is the father of O3 Media. So O3 Media is just a subsidiary of O3 production. But people get to know O3 Media more than the O3 production. But when you want to have a business with us, it's always a business with O3 production, not really O3 Media. You get what I'm saying? So O3 Media is just a franchise of O3 production.
Okay.
Yes.
This program is all about businesses.
Yeah, I like talking business.
Be it entertainment,
Yeah.
politics,
Or
anything,
be it telecommunication, yeah.
any sector.
Let's share the money. You know what I'm saying? I like talking money.
Now,
Yeah.
you have people that work under you.
Yes, of course.
How do you manage them?
You see, they don't really work under me. We work together. I like to empower people. That's why you see me taking all these guys for tours and giving them opportunities to become their own CEOs. Because if you're a non-star today, you're a CEO, that means you employ other people to work for you, either being a manager or videographer or producer or this. You understand? So that means you're a CEO. So I've got a whole lot of people that we work together. I don't say they work under me. We work together as a team. I just happen to be the head, but I see them as brothers and sisters. I see them as family, because I let them know that hey, if this project fails, or if this company fails, it's all of us that fail. If we succeed, it's all of us that succeed. So I carry them along, and I made them understand. I don't pay them. I don't believe in paying people salary. I don't pay salary. What you get is, you're motivated. Maybe there's a business that comes, hey, this is what you get out of this business. I make sure that everybody works hard to bring in business for the company so that it can be able to earn well through the company. This is a platform. I create a platform for them to work with, bring in the business, it gets your percentage. Legit business, I don't believe in illegal business. So whatever business that comes into the company, if it's coming from Michael is getting his whatever percentage from the business. We go. Why the company gets, you understand, some certain percentage. So I don't believe in getting people to pay them salary. You're making them not to be creative. You're making them not to even work harder. Because I believe the more business they bring, the more money they make for themselves. So that keeps them on their toe.
Now, looking at the entertainment sector, you said something sometimes ago, or some minutes ago, that what we are selling in Nigeria presently is entertainment.
Yes.
Football, that's sport, gone. Politics, gone. Now, would you tell me that entertainment business is that lucrative?
Yeah, entertainment business is very, 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 very lucrative. And that is why you see, because you see, for example, 98% of our youth, I will say Nigeria, I will use Nigeria as an example, 98% of Nigerian youth from the age of, maybe from age of 15 to 19 are into entertainment. They're into show business. It's either they're a dancer or they're a drummer or they're a videographer or singer or actor or actresses. They're in one sector or the other in entertainment. Why? Because there's no job opportunity. Entertainment is only sector that you can go into without even having a certificate. All entertainment requires from you is your creativity and what I would say your creativity and talent. It's either you're creative or you're talented. You're creative by creating a concept, or you're talented by doing something extraordinary. That is when you say, so entertainment, you don't even need a certificate to be in entertainment sector. So it's very, very huge, and it is what most Nigerian youths are into right now. So that's why I said it's the biggest sector. People say communication, people say oil. Trust me, communication is making money because they are making money through data. Who uses this data? The entertainers. Because you must upload one video or the other, you must upload your songs, you must upload one or two things through telecommunication. You get what I'm saying? So through telecommunication, so they are making money from entertainment. I would say 50% of the money they make comes through the entertainment sector.
Now, will you tell me that you're successful?
No.
Why?
But I'm blessed. You hear what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes, and I'm very, very lucky. So I'm not successful yet.
Have you experienced any worst moment in your life in this business?
Every day you experience that disappointment, either from the people you trust so much, either from the government that you believe in, either so many disappointments that you can't even mention. Just like when I started, I say you must have passion for this. So if such thing happens, man, you overlook it. You see it as part of life process. Disappointment. So I've experienced it, I experience it every day, and I see it as part of life experiences, you understand? So I don't even regret it.
Even from your workers?
From everybody. For example, okay, we are here right now. There's supposed to be, the chain is supposed to be on, there's supposed to be fuel, which I know there should be. Yeah, there's no fuel. Did I feel bad? I don't even feel bad, but the only thing is, hey, what happened? So I'm not disappointed. Maybe something happened, so it got carried away or forgot. So maybe tomorrow if you ask me, we'll come up with one or two excuses. So no regret.
Some time ago, you had an interview with some journalists.
Yes.
And you made a statement which caused so much controversy in
Really?
the entertainment sphere. You said there is no music, there's no record label in Nigeria besides music managers or something like that.
Yes.
So why did you say that?
And I still repeat it today. I will still say it till tomorrow. What we have in Nigeria are just hustlers who call themselves record label companies, individuals. You understand? Maybe they create a platform and say we're a record label. Do you know what it takes to establish a record label? Come on. What we have here are management, artist management companies, and maybe investors.
But they're doing business.
Well, what business are they doing? They are doing business because it's business. It's show business. So, but not record label. You can establish an entertainment company to run a business, but it's not a record label. We don't have it in Nigeria. I just want you to know that, and I still stand by it.
You said we don't have record labels in Nigeria, but we've had the likes of Marvin Records. Let me say former.
That is just a man. That is just a man name. Do you know the structure of? We used to have a premium music. Back in the days, we had record label, not this. EME, maybe now they're all management companies. Bro, do you know what it takes to have a record label? Get an artist, put him in a house, provide everything for the artist, get him a manager, get him a house, and get him a car, get him a songwriter, producer, everything. The artist's work is just to sing. Even songwriter, everything. Do they provide that for all those artists? No. And you say you have it's a management company. We don't have a record label. Quote me again.
Okay. There is something I would like to know.
Just like what I said earlier, the industry lacks structure. Everybody is just a hustler. You
What are
understand?
people doing about that?
No, because come on, you can only you can only give me a directive on what you put your money in. If you invest in me, you can tell me what to do. I hustle on my own to make my money on this platform, and you're coming to give me order. There's nothing you can come and tell me for me to do, because you don't know how I hustle to make it to this level. The government can't even interfere unless the government decides to bring in money and invest in the sector. That is when they can interfere. But as it stands now, there's nothing anyone can do. It's all man for himself.
But it seems there was an interference by the then government. We're
Yes.
talking about the PDP government,
Okay.
led by
Jonathan-
ex-president
Jonathan.
Goodluck, Jonathan.
Okay.
He pumped some huge amount of money into the entertainment sector.
That is during his campaign. So not that he gave some people the money for his campaign. And it is not for the sector. It caused some certain people that, okay, under an umbrella, they established a name, okay, entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Then when they pay him, then it's okay, take. Where is the money now?
And what did people do about that?
Am I a member of the association? They went there. It's Nigerian factor. There's nothing one can do, but see, it's the way you make your bed, so you lay on it. This thing is not something that one can be able to correct right now, because it's beyond what we can correct. Look at Polo doing wonderfully well through One Music Africa. Look at, for example, me doing what I'm trying my possible best through my own little resources to promote the image in Europe. Look at Smade in UK doing everything possible to promote, but government has not deemed it fit to even invite these people and say you guys are doing wonderfully well. Because trust me, that is the only positive thing they talk about Nigeria. Nothing more. But the government don't even care, because it's not their business, it's not favoring them. Rather, they will call us lazy youth. Sometimes they will even tell the embassies not to stop issuing them visas to travel. So it's very difficult in these systems, in this part of the world. But we have to do all we can do to make it happen. We must survive against all odds.
Now,
as a businessman. Yes.
Now, what can you just state it in a nutshell? What are the factors diminishing the movement of entertainment in Nigeria, the progress of entertainment in Nigeria?
Diminishing the progress. There's not so far right now. The factors that is diminishing the industry, I want to say, is because sometimes I understand that the industry has been polluted with a whole lot of people that do cyber crime. I understand that the system has been polluted by a whole lot of people who are into cyber crime, which I cannot mention names, you understand? But that is what I truly understand from what I read in the news and from what I see. Because the business right now, you see the talented ones are not even celebrated. We are not even celebrating the talented ones. What we are even celebrating are Medicare ones, but they are fortunate to have money to throw around.
So you are hiding under the umbrella of entertainment.
Yes, so they have money to throw around. We have no choice than to accept them, because the real ones, the talented ones, doesn't have the resources to push themselves. You understand? So we have no choice than to accept, because that's the only thing we have on ground.
Okay, let's move
So
on.
it's really affecting the industry, because we are not celebrating the talented ones. Rather, what we are celebrating are those who has the money to throw around. So it's really affecting the industry.
Now, is there any day you can say you, sit down and say, okay, I'm happy about this business?
I'm happy every day.
Every day.
Every day, man. Every day. Even right now, sitting down with you, I'm happy. It's a privilege. So without the business, I can't sit down here with you, bro.
You have a regret?
As I said earlier, I don't have no regret.
You have no regret?
I swear to God, man. I'm blessed and I'm too lucky, man.
Okay. You came from grass to
Yes.
grace.
Yes.
Now, as a CEO,
Yeah.
I know you have some other people or some other persons you look up to. Who are the ones you look up to in this industry?
To be honest with you, I don't really look up to anybody. I only look up to myself.
Yourself.
No competition. I'm not looking up with anybody. I don't compete with anybody. I don't copy nobody. I live my life.
So you mean you don't have any
I wake
mentor?
up in the morning, I pray to God, I thank God, I move. I don't even check what other person is doing. I create my own lifestyle. I create my own movement. I am myself. I mentor myself. I look up to myself. I only look in the mirror and say, hey, you have to be better than this.
No role model, no mentor.
Role model. The role model, did they give me opportunity? The mentors, did they give me opportunity? The only thing is I celebrate successful people. If you're successful in legitimate way, I celebrate you, I respect you. But to have you as a mentor, I have to mentor myself, man. I have to be myself role model, man. It's all about me. I live my life. I need to be happy all the time.
So what are you doing to make sure O3 Media move?
Mind you, I'm not selfish. You understand? I'm not selfish or self-centered. It's all about me. Me is, I want people to look up to me and say, this man, he came from nowhere and he's here today. And I want people to look at me and say, nobody helped this man except God to be here today. And it's still on record. Nobody will say, without me, this man won't be here. I'm the one that put this man in this. Nobody gave me that opportunity.
So it's been God all the way.
That is why it's always God over everything.
You have, let me say, you share some relationships with some of these big stars.
Yes.
Notable Nigerian musicians in this country. Okay, that's right. I've several times seen you with some of these notable Nigerian artists.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the relationship you have with some of them, especially people like Terry G, Timaya, African China?
Well, actually, the truth is, when you're building a platform, always build it with integrity and sincerity. Integrity, sincerity, and honesty. Trust me, if you build it with these three things I mentioned, even the dead will remember you. So the good name has been pushing me. No artist that I've ever worked with that I ever had issues with. Even if I'm not working, we are still friends. Because I believe in elevation. I believe in moving forward. I don't believe in being stagnant. I like to challenge myself. That's why if I push you now, you become a star. Hey, I need to move to the next person and help the next person to become a star as well. I don't need to sit with you because I pushed you to become a star, then this I must hold you. No, you've grown. It's just like having training your kids. When they get to a certain level, you are now adult, you've grown, you're man enough to take care of yourself. You move on to the next. So most of them, Even I can show you my chat with Terry as at yesterday. He had a new single. He made sure that I'm the first to listen to it and give him my constructive advice. What I think about this song. Is it good to be released? Is it good for the streets? Can I release it? It's when I told him, go ahead, release it, that he dropped it. The same goes with Techno, the same goes with Patoranking, the same goes with Olamide, the same goes with Kizdane, the same goes with everybody, Ricardo Banks, Skills, a whole lot of them. Why? Because I tell them the truth. And I don't, their star, yeah, it's grace. It's God that made them a star, so it's not me, and I don't disturb them. They need that freedom to live their life. Just like me, I need my freedom to live my life. I don't need to depend on you because you're a star, or I helped you to become a star. You know, that brings problem. When self-entitlement, you understand, brings a whole lot of problem to many people.
We're together at a show sometimes.
So
okay.
That is just what has been driving us together. That, you know, having a long-time relationship with them. So they're just, most of them are my brothers. I see them as either kid's brother or elder brother or family. You understand? We see ourselves as brothers and families. Yes.
We were together at a show.
Yeah.
Sometimes last year, you invited me. I noticed something. I won't mention their name. The artist, Mr. A, came before Mr. B, and when Mr. B got to that event, he refused greeting Mr. A.
I want to tell you one thing. People have been saying this thing, but I want to put it on record now. You see, business, the business must be very, very competitive. There is no friend in business. I don't need to be friends with a fellow promoter. He's my competitor.
I'm talking about artists.
I'm coming. I don't need a fellow artist. Don't need to be friends with a fellow artist. He's his competitor.
They were beefing themselves.
You have to, bro. You
and we're in the midst.
See, let me tell you, I'm the one that created enmity between AY.com and Terry G. Doing Pass Me Your Love, because they were too close. They were just like this, behaving like brother and sister. I said, niggas, man, you guys need to beef each other so that people will separate AY.com and Terry. So that people will start booking AY, because now they will book Terry G. That Terry G is part of Pass Me Your Love. Then maybe AY will go and back up Terry. At the end of the day, we just give away a pin or take. Now me they call for sure. Come on. You need to separate this image. You need to separate this brand so that people can call AY. Now AY saying Pass Me Your Love. Terry G, you get Free Madness. You can be playing show with Free Madness. AY can be playing show with Pass Me Your Love. Then the news spreads. But later I had to say, okay, reconcile. You don't need to be friends with your fellow artist because it's your competitor. It's just like, how can you tell me that maybe a Nigerian brewery staff we see Guinness staff promoting maybe Legend, sales manager of Legend promoting Guinness, or sales manager of Guinness promoting Legend. Come on. You don't need to, no, you don't need to, you have to be serious, man. Because if the fellow sees that you're in good time with this one, you can do collaboration. After the collaboration, you move your separate ways. That guy is taking your business. Why should you be friendly with him?
But in that kind of situation,
yeah,
how do you get that issues resolved?
It's not. They are not fighting. They are not quarreling. They are just trying to be business minded. They're just trying to know, yeah, we are into business. We don't need to be friends. If I need you, I will call you. That is why you see them paying for collaboration to each other. I don't need to be friends with you. Then we can do business, share the money, and move ahead.
Okay. As the CEO of Ozone Media, I know you have diverse plans. Where do you expect to see your company in the next 2-3 years?
Well, this company is handled by God. Wherever God wants it to be in the next 3 years, so shall it be. So, to me, I still want to be number one in artist promotions and the management. And I want the company to be where it should be by then. I want the company to be where it should be by then. So everything is still on God, not me. Every day I work hard. Every day I bring new innovation. You understand? Every day I bring in new ideas to the company. So that is why I want it to be where it should be in the next 3 years.
Have you run at loss before?
I run at loss almost every day. Yeah, that is business. You lose to gain. As an entrepreneur, you must always have that in your mind that when you're going into a business, it's either you lose or you gain. But we should always have plan B. If I lose, this is where I'm going to gain from. So in every losses, there's always a gain. That's true. In every losses, there's always a gain. Yeah, you did this business, you lost. Then people will see it and see another angle to invest in your business. You're going to gain. So you don't even look at the profit in the beginning. You're looking at the success. Let it be very, very successful.
You're always on the road every day.
Yeah.
You're working. I won't call you a workaholic.
I'm not. I'm a hustler.
You're a hustler.
Yes.
Now, how do you relax?
Just as I'm talking with you now, I'm not doing anything now, so I'm relaxing.
You mean you're relaxing like this?
Yeah. I told you I already have an appointment now, but that's why the phone is on flight mode. You know what I'm saying? So, as I'm talking with you now, discussing with friends, there might be business discussion. That is when I relax. Or when I'm home, because you know these children, they hardly see you. So when you're home, they always come. Well, this one will come with his or her own problem. So the only time I would say is that few hours that I sleep.
Okay, now what can you
It's when I relax. No holidays, no. You hear I'm saying? No holidays. I don't even go for picnics. It's always one or two things for survival or to impact on people's lives, you know.
Okay. Before we end this program, I want you to give a word of advice to the rising entrepreneurs.
Wow. It's always a difficult task to say this. You know why? Because the best decision you can give, or the best thing advice you can give, is the advice you give to yourself. Not even an advice someone else gives to you.
The one you give to yourself.
Yes.
Is the one you should be able to give to another.
Advice. They don't advise me tire. Some people don't advise me make I leave the business. In the beginning. Some people don't advise say make I go to do trading. Some people don't advise. So, but I decided to advise myself. This is where my mind belongs. I find my destiny. So the best advice I want to give to every young aspiring entrepreneur or who want to go into any business, advise yourself, ask yourself this question: can I do this? If the answer is yes, go ahead. Don't even mind what people tell you. Don't be discouraged. Pick up yourself and do it passionately. Trust me, the result will come. I saw a young man on Instagram that I did that Rude Boy posted. He's a farmer. A young man who is right now is, you know, the guy is a millionaire right now through that post. But trust me, in the beginning, his friends were discouraging him from being a farmer. So the best advice is the one you give to yourself, and you must be passionate about that thing you want to venture into. Don't even care about what people say, because they will always criticize you. People must talk. Do it diligently, do it passionately, don't give up. It will definitely pay off. When it pays off, that's when you see a lot of, success has a whole lot of families, relations, but failure is an orphan. So go out there and get yourself done, you achieve it.
Okay, and this is where we'll wrap it up on today's edition of CEO Live on Flip TV. Do endeavor to join us next time as we bring you another guest. Michael Adekunle is my name. Behind the camera is Femi Samuel and others in the studio. Ozone.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you once again. Keep watching Flip TV.
All right.
Number 1.